Jennie tops Spotify's 2025 Global Impact list as K-pop soloists eclipse groups. Kuala Lumpur, July 22. Spotify has revealed its 2025 Global Impact list for the first half of the year, spotlighting a new wave in K-pop, the rise of soloists over groups on the global stage. A total of 14 Korean acts made the cut, including BTS members Jin and J-Hope, Blackpink's Jennie, Rose and Jisoo, along with IVE, Sserafim, NCT's 10, Tomorrow X Together, GOT7, 17, Meovv, BoyNextDoor and G-Dragon, according to the Korea Herald. The list ranks the 30 most streamed tracks by Korean artists outside South Korea between January 1 and June 30, and solo acts are leading the charge. One of the most notable trends is the rise of solo K-pop acts, Spotify said, noting that 19 of the top 30 songs and 9 of the top 10 tracks were by solo performers. Spotify added that the list reflects a shift in K-pop from group-centered storytelling to more personal narratives and individual artistic identity. Jennie's Like Jennie, from her March solo album Ruby, topped the chart, followed by Jin's Don't Say You Love Me from his May mini-album Echo. All 9 of Jennie's featured tracks came from Ruby, while Jisoo's Earthquake and Your Love placed 8th and 27th respectively. Rose's soundtrack single Messy ranked 14th. J-Hope scored 4 entries. Mona Lisa, number 4, Sweet Dreams, number 6, LV Bag, number 10, and Killin' It Girl, number 16. Other solo entries included NCT 10's Stunner, RM and Tableau's Stop the Rain, and G-Dragon's Too Bad. Sserafim's Hot led the group entries at number 9, with additional placements for IVE, TXT, GOT7, 17, Meovv and BoyNextDoor. Spotify also highlighted the growing impact of collaborations and OSTs, pointing to team-ups with Doechii, Dua Lipa and Anderson .Paak, and the fast rise of Netflix's K-pop Demon Hunters Track Your Idol. Blackpink's Jennie stars in Chanel FW 25.26 pre-collection campaign. Jennie leads the new campaign in strong tailoring, leather coats, and pieces rooted in 1990s inspiration. Chanel has brought Blackpink's Jennie back into the spotlight for its FW 25.26 pre-collection campaign. The brand chose Craig McDean to photograph the campaign, which takes place in Paris, within the refined gardens of the Palais Royal. The location holds deep relevance to Gabrielle Chanel, offering a familiar setting for the visuals. The campaign draws energy from the 1990s, focusing on the distinctive style of rom-com heroines from that era. The styling introduces broad shoulders, oversized coats, and layered looks, creating a wardrobe that builds from structured basics and textured pairings. Jennie spoke about her connection to the decade in a press release. The 90s have always spoken to me, she begins. Not just the fashion, but the mood and the spirit. I love how women in rom-coms from that era felt strong and vulnerable at the same time. There's a playfulness in how they dressed and such a perfect mix of feminine and boyish, it's romantic yet preppy, and that's something I love incorporating into my own style. This campaign keeps the focus on tailored shapes and specific contrasts. Chanel brings together elements like corsets modeled after men's waistcoats and black leather coats layered over softer silhouettes. Accessories sharpen the overall look with iconic house pieces such as the Chanel 25 bag and a black beret. Jennie adds more insight into how the clothing resonates with her. Masculine feminine style makes me feel grounded and empowered, she explains. I love how this collection plays with shapes, like the broad-shouldered black coat or the black double crepe corset inspired by a men's waistcoat. These are strong pieces, but they still feel elegant. Wearing masculine silhouettes with feminine details reminds me that you don't have to choose one or the other, you can be both, and that's powerful. Wide shoulders anchor the collection, while cashmere coats and structured corsets add form. Chanel uses materials and tailoring to build a silhouette that feels specific to the 1990s influence referenced by Jennie. The rom-com inspiration gives the clothing a clear point of reference without turning to nostalgia. Jennie continues her work with Chanel through this new release, reinforcing her connection to the label both visually and creatively. Her styling, presence, and commentary bring context to a collection that uses balance and strength as its core ideas. Chanel presents the pre-collection with clarity, placing its vision in a space that links history, design, and personal identity without distraction. Blackpink Jennie's controversial behavior and outfits trigger backlash. Blackpink's Jennie has become the topic of a new viral post. Her recent behavior during Blackpink's Deadline tour, including a photo giving the middle finger, has garnered mixed reactions. Additionally, photos and videos exposing her bra top on stage divided netizens on whether the move was cool or tacky. Jennie's bold clothing style is also prominent offstage, including magazine pictorials, TV show video shoots, and more. From tiny revealing tops to see-through shirts, her fashion style has accumulated both lovers and haters of the style. Jennie's style might not be for everyone, but as long as she enjoys it, that's what really matters. Jennie's, Like Jennie, is most streamed K-pop song on Spotify in first half of this year. Blackpink member Jennie's hit song, Like Jennie, was the most streamed K-pop song on Spotify in the first half of this year, according to the streaming platform's Global Impact list. The list reveals the 30 top K-pop songs that global users, excluding Koreans, had listened to from January 1 to June 30. Like Jennie, was followed by BTS member Jin's Don't Say You Love Me, Jennie's Extra L feat. Doechii BTS member J-Hope's Mona Lisa, and Jennie's Love Hangover feat. Dominic Fike. Jennie had a total of 9 songs on the list, all from her solo full-length album, Ruby, including Handlebars feat. Dua Lipa, Soul City, Zen, With the IE, Way Up, and Start a War. Songs by other fellow Blackpink members were also named on the list. Jisoo's Earthquake, ranked number 8, and Your Love, at number 27. Rosé's Messy, ranked number 14. Other K-pop acts featured in the list include GOT7, IVE, BoyNextDoor, 17, G-Dragon and Tomorrow X Together. Netizens debate if Blackpink's Jennie is going overboard with recent gestures and outfit choices. Netizens are debating over Blackpink Jennie's recent image and concept choices. On an online forum, a user brought up several recent photos of Jennie, claiming that she seems to be trying too hard, despite having years of experience. No longer a rookie, Jennie was described as going all out and doing too much, intentionally showcasing bold outfits and provocative gestures. Some commenters agreed, questioning why Jennie continues to take part in photoshoots that involve heavy exposure, suggesting it may be for attention. Others added that her tendency to show skin is even much more than Kwan Bai, referring to her well-known waterbomb performances. One netizen argued that Jennie might simply be aiming for a Western aesthetic, but added, the problem is that it does not suit her well, and remarked, if it were someone like BB doing that kind of concept, it would work better for her. Meanwhile, others came to Jennie's defense, insisting that she is getting hate only from people who are jealous of her body, her image, or her success. They argued that the criticism is just a reflection of her status as one of the most successful stars in the industry. Supporters pointed to her enduring popularity, citing consistent sold-out concerts in her third Chanel global campaign, as evidence that she remains a powerful figure both in music and fashion. Comments in the debate include, "It's a foreign style. Why is she doing this? Ajuma lalalalo. If Wasa did a concept like this, people would have said, Unnie, you're so pretty, total girl crush, but Honestly, as someone who isn't even interested in girl groups, this is more extreme than Kwan Bai. This isn't hate you, but there were like 15 trending posts comparing Kwan Bai to adult cam clips. But what about Jennie, whose outfits are even more revealing? I'm seriously curious. Jennie Ajuma, please tone it down a bit. Jennie posted those photos herself lol, and it's true they're weird and uncomfortable, yet Jennie fans threatening lawsuits need a reality check-up lol. Being too popular must be her crime. Isn't she just trying to copy Western vibes? In Korea, idols get hate for this, but Western artists all do it. The thing is, it doesn't really suit Jennie's image. Someone like BB might pull it off better. For Korean viewers, it's just too unfamiliar to see a native Korean idol abandon all the typical girl group traits and go full pop star. When Western pop stars wear swimsuits and show off their bodies, people just think it's cool, not sexy. Oh man, what is that? Her expression in that photo. I left the fandom after seeing those Jennie photos. But seriously, why does she keep pushing that image? She's a top star, why is she doing this? I don't get it. When I see female artists making headlines at Waterbomb, I usually think, wow, that's sexy, but in her case, the exposure is too much, it feels excessive. A little restraint would be better. It's too much. Why is she like this? The level is just. It's usually the ones who aren't sexy that go around like this. The sexy ones don't need to, because they're sexy even without trying. Wasa owns this vibe, but Jennie can't pull it off. It feels like a kid trying to act sexy. She's showing so much skin but there's zero sexiness, it's honestly surprising. Even with all this, Jennie is a top star earning hundreds of millions in her lifetime, while you'll be stuck on minimum wage forever. Jennie's the only one still getting this much hate 10 years into her career. She should be peaking moderately, but she's still booking ads, global campaigns, stadium tours, and even her solo album, thought to flop, was a hit. Who else can launch their own label and hit #1 with the first release? Lol. Wow, her body is insane. Total wannabe. She's so pretty, and she speaks English well. Jennie, I love you. You. But wow, she doesn't look cheap at all. It's kind of amazing. She still looks expensive doing this. Jennie is now doing Adidas global campaigns too. Same birth, yet some people are bitter nobodies in their rooms while she's performing in front of 50,000 and has her face on billboards worldwide. No wonder they're losing it with envy. If you just escape these dumb online forums, the reality is Jennie's face is displayed in high-end department stores, and when her photo goes up on digital billboards in the street, people line up to take pictures. Compared to a life like yours, it's the difference between heaven and earth. I hope you're born better next life. Is that first pic real? Why is she flipping people off so confidently? Is she even still an idol? Honestly, who besides Jennie could pull off this pop star concept without looking cheap? She recently did something with Chanel too, just support her a little. Starting with blowing smoke in a staff member's face, that's a huge no. She seems like she just wants to stand out with revealing outfits and has a hip-hop complex or something.